Okay. Tower Answers 2010. These are the questions and answers. Perhaps I've made them a little shorter, of the first 40 questions in that exam. Since these questions are or were worth 60 marks, then the wise student made sure that they answered them first. Now you were asked to explain very simply, and it said no more than 10 words, about these computer components. Motherboard. We said this was the central nervous system of the computer. The CPU, the central processing unit, was the brain. RAM, random access memory, we said this was volatile. Read-only memory, this stays when the machine is off. We talked about the fish, CMOS. Instead of translating this into its actual name, we said it was powered by a little battery, stores date, time and password. BIOS was basic input-output system, allowing a bridge between the operating system and the hardware. What about the PC case? Well, this housed all of the other compartments, starting with the motherboard. The sound card, well, that allowed you to create sound. A video card allowed you to see a video. You were asked to give an inputting device, and here it suggests keyboard. You were asked to give an outputting device, the printer. Then it mentioned transistors. These amplify and switch signals. The vacuum tube. There were 15,000 vacuum tubes on the ENIAC computer, but they say these amplify and switch signals. Intel, the CPU created from multiple transistors, was manufactured by Intel. The grounding bracelet was used to prevent static electricity shocks. Now the C drive or hard drive was the main storage area of the machine. What about the speed of this C drive? Well, we suggested that 3 or 4 disks were spinning at 100 revolutions per second. What about the CD and DVD drives? Computer disk storage or play information? USB connection? This was a saving device. But it could be all sorts of things, couldn't it? I have a mouse that works on a USB connection. Alright. Modem, a connection between the user and the internet. Now again I take you back to the no more than 10 words. Those of you that wrote a paragraph on each one of these wasted your time. Alright, the next 20 questions were worth 2 marks each. The first one was what was decimal 9 in binary, what was decimal 36 in binary, which programs were used for animation. Well, GIF Animator and Paint were the ones we used. The father of computing is Herman Hollerith, who used the punch card machine. on the first American census and the second American census, or one of the American censuses. Who was the maker of the first mechanical computer? Well, Charles Babbage, the Englishman. And what about the 4 stages of the CPU? Fetch, decode, execute and write back. The first phone message was Mr. Watson, come in here. The first email message was QWERTY IOP. How did ARPA, the Advanced Research Projects Agency, connect to the Internet? How was it connected to the Internet? Well, it was the Ethernet connection that was discovered. What is the tilde or hockey stick? When you're using Excel, if you go Control and the tilde, it shows the formula behind the Excel calculations. Okay, each one of these was worth 2 marks. Describe the OS in one word. OS was operating system, and one word was bridge, a bridge between the user and the workings of the machine. Explain a LAN with an example. A local area network, a home network, or a church network, or a school network. What did Sir Tim Berners-Lee create? He created the World Wide Web and HTML, right? Hyperlinks. What is cyberbullying? Bullying online when people write things, say in Facebook, that are very unpleasant about you. What are databases made of? Databases are made of tables. Tables are made of records, and records are made of fields. Who first came up with the name personal computer? Alan Kay. What is so special about a relational database? Well, there's a relationship between 2 tables so that the data can be taken from both tables in a query. What are the essentials of creating a PowerPoint program? Title, contents, main points, and then summary. So we then said, tell them what you're going to tell them, then tell them, and then tell them what you told them. Explain an algorithm. That's an effective method for problem solving using flowcharts. I got up, went to college, came home. That's a flowchart, isn't it? What is Moore's law? Moore's law suggests that computer power doubles every 18 months. Okay, I've looked at the first 40 questions, and you can see that the revision looked at various of these questions and tried to help you to understand the basics of computing there. That's what the whole of this course has been about. Okay, at that point I'll stop.